Hi, welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I am Terry, your energy therapist, and I am here with your tarot and oracle card reading for the week of April 9th through the 15th, and we are still in Aries season, at least for another week or so. So take advantage of that new beginnings energy, harness it, run with it, and make something happen. Okay, it's the get off your ass and do something kind of energy. It's right there to help push and move you along. Okay, enough of that. So I want to say happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating this week. I have pulled a special birthday oracle card for you. And this week, the birthday wish is for your healing. Let's see if we, there we go, for healing. So whatever it is, let's see if I can get this a little clear. There we are. There's always some part of us that needs healing. Something has always hurt us or, I want to say damaged, but we've been injured in some way. So this week for you, your birthday wish is that you may heal and bring your soul, your physicalness, your spirit back together and to heal. So happy birthday to all who celebrate. Thank you for gracing us with your special gifts that you have brought to this lifetime. Now, on with the reading. Okay, so I have most of the other cards shuffled, but I am going to take the time to shuffle this one to see what the overall energy is for this week, and then we'll take it from there. I've got Kitty over here with your wish for the week, kind of looking over it for us. And let's see here, I've got the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle deck for the overall energy for this week. And let's see what happens here. Okay, top card, and we have got the energy of curiosity. There we are, curiosity. It's always good to be curious, right? Always ask some questions. How are you going to learn anything or grow or do anything if you aren't curious about something? So this coordinates with the planet of Jupiter, that of expansion, learning, being curious, right? And an Aphrodite. Again, not a gemologist, so I'm not sure what that means. But being curious, of course it's going to expand. It's going to expand your knowledge. It's going to expand you as a person. This is what we go for learning when you go off to higher education, whatever that may be. You're growing, but you have to be curious about it. You have to want to know about something. So be curious this week. And this, like I said, we're still in Aries energy. So that's the new beginnings. Get it going. Take a risk. Go do it. Whatever it is you're curious about. What do you want to know? What would you like to explore? What path do you want to go down? Time to take a little bit of a risk. Keep in mind we're still in Mercury retrograde, so make sure you take a step back to think before you just start jumping or blurt something out. And we're just coming, we're on the other side of that total solar eclipse energy. So we're still in that realm of big things happening. So if you're curious and you want to expand something in your world, this is the time to do it. Take the energy, just like last week, of Aries, of new beginnings, and of that solar eclipse to grab all that energy and to create something big and fantastic for yourself. You know, it always starts out small, and I know, and we get ahead of ourselves and look ahead, go, oh, it's going to be this thing. And then we get bored and we drop off because it didn't go fast enough. curiosity. Let me tell you, I'm in healthcare by day. So it's like doctors didn't get to be doctors in 2 years of college. It's going to take some time. But the trick is to remain curious. And even once you've done with whatever it is you're studying or building or doing or changing, continue to be curious. There's not enough time, in my opinion, for me to learn everything I want to learn. I'm always in school for something. I'm always in training for something. And it's awesome to learn and expand and know more than I knew before. We're all teachers. We're all students in this lifetime. But either way, even teachers need to be curious. They need to be curious about their students and who they're working with and how can they help them to be curious and expand and grow and to know more. So the energy this week is asking you to be curious. Time to be a 2-year-old and say, why? How can I? Why not? How did that happen? Be curious. Let's see what we can find out. Let's get a little more in depth about the energy of curiosity for us this week. What specifically can you tell us, Spirit, about this energy? What else can we know? What do you want us to know? We want to know. We got a few here. We want to know. So I'm going to grab the top card. And we've got justice. So, justice. We're curious about justice. Have you been curious about, isn't necessarily a legal battle? Could be. But it could be karma. It could be weighing your options to which way goes. You've got the scales of justice. You got to weigh things out, bring it into balance. But this is also a very authoritative energy. So you be curious. Go perhaps to the authorities or the one who is an authority in that field of your curiosity to get some answers or direction or more questions. Sometimes it's just more questions. But go to the authority and then balance it out. Weigh it out. Whether it's something truly in the legal system or if it's something you're trying to balance and weigh in your life, go to the experts when you can. A lot of times, depending on what your question is, of course, there are also often free consults that you can schedule with this professional. There's when it comes to new businesses, there's a SCORE, SCORE, the senior core of where they're retired professionals. There's all sorts of free things out there, but you have to be curious enough to ask about it, to find it. You put the question out there. The universe will answer you, but you have to be aware enough to watch for the answer. Okay? So go to the authorities. They were the authority in that field to try and figure out how to balance that. What is that's going to come next for you? Or maybe it's something you will decide against. But always be curious. That's how so many of our inventions have come through, right? They were curious. They wanted to know. I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. But they want to know the truth. You need the actual truth of it so that you can really do what you're supposed to do without ending up in the justice system, right? Okay, so let's see if there's something else we can drill down. What about justice? What can you tell us about justice that can bring us to this curiosity? What else is there? Let's grab the top card. And we have got, the King of Cups. Here we go. Cups, water energy. That's very emotional energy. This is perhaps a professional. The word professional just keeps popping into my head. He is very in control of anything, any emotional situation. He just looks at it and he can decipher what it is and bring that information to you. So I'm seeing a lot of authority, professional type energy that could come in. If you're looking for it, you have to have this curiosity to go and look for it, to ask the questions, to not be afraid to ask those questions. You know, they always say there's no such thing as a stupid question. And there really isn't, because you don't know what you don't know yet. Once you know it, and if you keep asking the question, then it might be, I don't want to say a stupid question, but you're not understanding. You're not perceiving it. And during this time of Mercury retrograde, that's something you want to be very aware of, to be crystal clear on what you're being told. Are you understanding it the way they're intending it to be understood? Are you asking the questions clearly for the respondent to give you an accurate response? Be very clear. This is a time of misunderstandings and misperceptions and things going sideways if we're not aware. So keep that at the forefront of your mind. But it looks like the pros are there to give you a hand. You need to narrow it down, I guess, if you, what is it you're curious about, what you really want to know more about. What would you like to go forward with and discover? All right, let's look at the Prism deck. I'll get an Oracle deck here, and we'll pull a card from here. Okay, and now we're looking at isolation. Let's see, this is kind of a faint card. There, isolation. That, I think, could probably be a couple of different things, because I'm getting, the first thing coming to my mind is don't isolate yourself while you're asking questions. Although you may need to isolate yourself once you've discovered your curiosity, your question, you get to the mentors or the professionals in those fields that can put you on the path, answer your questions, give you information or resources. Once you've connected with these guys, then you may be in isolation, just maybe to mull over all of that new information you've gotten so it can sink in, so you can understand it and put it into play. Put those ducks in a row, get those new beginnings running. Make your next big thing happen. Aries season, full solar eclipse, total solar eclipse. Harness the energy and make it happen. The information is out there. You just have to go and grab it. Google knows all, you guys. And YouTube has a lot of information too on whatever your question may be. But there's a lot of resources out there. And you know, even on Facebook, you start posting things or asking questions or whatever, all of a sudden it shows up in your feed. Whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, it shows up and it's going to find you. That is the universe behind the scenes, bringing you information, trying to help you out. But you have to be, oh, we got a couple of those here. We'll put them back in. But you have to be aware of that. And you have to grab that information instead of just going, it just showed up in my feed. You know what? It showed up in your feed for a reason. Okay? So always look into it. Doesn't mean you have to do it. But it's worth checking out. Okay, so it's the old Encyclopedia Britannica that I grew up with, only it's at your fingertips and a whole lot easier to get that information for you, so go for it. Let's see, what else? Okay, what do we need to know about isolation? This is almost like after the fact as well. Once you've gotten the information, your question maybe kind of sort of answered from those pros, you're going to have to hone down and just kind of go into your own little world and then dissect it. What is it? What pieces resonate with you? What makes sense to you? How are you going to put that together? See, more questions, right? It's kind of the way life is. And here we've got the Six of Pentacles. So we've got some earth energy here. Pentacles usually is associated with money, finances, tangible material things. And we've got the Six, but this is also a card of sharing. So you donated to like charitable sharing. Okay, so you've made your decision. You're here, you're honing in on the information that you've gotten. You're going to decipher it, and you're going to start putting this into play. This card is asking you to remember those who are less fortunate too, and to put aside maybe to share. Now, not necessarily the money, but you've gained more knowledge, so you're a little wealthier in the knowledge department. In the experience department, probably even the money department with your new big idea coming in there, but to share that information too. Spread the wealth, share the wealth, and give that information to possibly those who could use your mentoring, who you speak true to. But again, they're going to come to you, curiosity, asking questions. So keep that in mind, to always be willing to share the wealth, whatever that may be. We always have something to give. Always have something to give, even if it's a little bit of time. All right, let's get an oracle card here and drill this down. Oh, this guy popped right out. It says, oh, all is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be done by all. So I'm sure you've heard it said that if you've thought about it, somebody else already has too. But it doesn't mean they've implemented it. So everything is at your fingertips. We were just talking about that, right? We were talking about Google and YouTube and Instagram and just even newspapers, articles, the news, whatever. There is so much information out there for you to get these questions answered, to satisfy that curiosity. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat? Satisfaction brought him back. Get your questions answered. Go to the ones who know. Ask those questions. You don't know what you don't know. Suck it up. You may feel like you're asking a silly question or a stupid question, but you don't know what you don't know. So ask. What's the worst that's going to happen anyway? They're going to maybe roll their eyes at you or something? So what? Take it in stride. Take the information. Put it together. Everything you need to know you have. It's like getting the magician card. You have all the tools you need to make it happen, to make it grow, to make this next big thing happen, especially harnessing this energy of the solar eclipse and the Aries energy too. Grab it. Go for it. But get to the right professionals to help you with accurate answers, especially important during Mercury retrograde. Okay, so let's just drill this down here. I am going to get, I think we'll do a spirit animal again this week to see who will be walking with you, to remind you that you're always covered, you're cared for, you're important, and you need to be here. Everybody needs to be here. We all have a purpose and a role, no matter what. We are all needed. All right, so I almost did these backwards. Sorry. All right. So let's get our spirit animal for the week, and then we'll take a look at our wish for the week, other than our happy birthday wishes. And you've got so much healing coming to you this week. And who is our spirit animal for the week? Who is walking with us to remind us that we are cared for and looked out for and really protected in so many ways too. Okay, ooh, lion spirit, be generous. Oh, there you go with your Six of Pentacles. Be generous. There's a lot of ways you can be generous. So, it's a lion. Okay, you're not going to see a lion walking down the street. Well, I hope you don't. But I would say cat. Big cat energy. Lions are what? They're not necessarily ferocious, but they're protective. They are the king, right? Or you are the queen, the lioness. But they share with the pack. They look over their pack. It's up to you to look over your pack. So whenever you see big cat energy, whether it's lion, lioness, pictures on TV, whatever it may be, just popping into your head. I'm a cat lover, so lions. So, but just remember, this is big spirit. Be generous with your time, with your energy, whatever you could spare. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes or a sincere hello and a smile to someone, to a stranger perhaps. Be generous. You always have something to give and to share. Keep that in mind, because generosity and gratitude is the highest vibrational levels that there are. And when you can resonate with that, the universe will respond in kind, and you will have more blessings, if you will, more gifts bestowed upon you, paths cleared for you, questions answered for you. More things will come your way. So be generous of spirit this week. Ask questions, but go to the pros. Find the volunteers that, or even the free consults, to help you get the answers, accurate, clean, honest answers that you can use to move forward with your next big thing. Harness that solar eclipse energy too, and make a run for it. Grab it, go, and make it work the best for you. So let's grab our wish for the week here, and it is magic eggs. Wouldn't you know, we're still in Aries season. It says beginning something is exciting. Absolutely. Here it is. Isn't that a cool looking card too? And there's a butterfly in there too. Last week we had butterfly energy. So it's all still coming together with this Aries energy and the solar eclipse coming together. Big things are on the horizon, you guys. Not just for the world at large, but for yourself too, in your world, the microcosm, the macrocosm. There's great things coming. Make it work to your advantage. Magic eggs. Look for all those, what they call them, Easter eggs, when you see them in movies and IMDb, the little clips and all that sort of thing. Look for the Easter eggs. They're everywhere. New beginnings are awesome. And once again, happy birthday to all who celebrate. May you find great healing this week for your birthday week. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Thank you for spending your time with me this week. I will see you next week for Tarot Tuesday. Please like, share, subscribe, comments in the description box, in the box below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Take very good care of yourself. Remember, Mercury retrograde. Take it with a grain of salt. All right. Y'all take care. Have a fantastic week. And I'll see you next week for Tarot Tuesday. Bye for now.